Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Report. As you see, a game warden in Dutton finds a bunch of ghost hunters in a graveyard. It said 2 Dutton-area conservation officers chased down 2 suspected poachers Saturday night. That's what the report says. It became a haunting tale of paranormal behavior. Conservation's officers, I will just call him Andy and Kip. They patrol the Duluth area for Minnesota Department of Natural Resources were staking out in the cemetery near where there had been recent complaints of people shining deers. Putting deers in the headlight and shooting them. They were using flashlights, spotlights. They located deer at night illegally. If you have a gun or bow in your vehicle, shining headlights on a deer and just pop it. It's done. They looked at lights to look for animals as allowed for the first 2 hours after sunset, but nightly, but only if there is no gun or bow in the vehicle. They staked out. They were staking out the area in a small dark cemetery in undisclosed location. They're not going to tell you where it is. It was closed at midnight, then sunset. They said they were waiting for something to happen when this car pulled up into the cemetery. Andy, he told the news, this is Tribune, on Monday, they could see they were using some sort of light, but it wasn't really a beam of light. It was like a flashlight and on and off, like a strobe light. How you do the strobe light, like that. Andy and his partner, Kip, they debated on whether the suspects were breaking any law, but eventually decided the action, constituted as shining, or at least was usually enough to find out what was going on. They were suspect. They want to know what was going on, so they pulled up out to talk to him. They took off. Really? They had to chase after them, and they didn't. And hit them with the flashlights out of the road. And he said the suspects eventually stopped and the officers approached their car. It turned out to be 2 women from Calumet on the Iron Ridge, who appeared to be in the 30s or early 40s. Andy said they didn't have any gun or bow in the car. When they asked them what they were doing with the lights, they wouldn't tell them. They said they'd make fun of them. Andy said eventually the woman fessed up and had been looking for a ghost in the graveyard. She explained they were using their phone cameras to flash to spot ghosts. They said that you can't see ghosts with normal light, that you have to use flash. Andy said, I didn't realize ghosts only showed up with flash. Skip then noticed usual blinking light, one of the women's smartphones. It was an app that explained called Ghost Radar. Really. They said it would allow you to see the ghosts where that you couldn't see. Andy said, Ghost Radar website advertised the original application designed to detect paranormal activity. In the end, the women were allowed to go on their way. No ticket was issued. They told them to have fun. Andy said, no. Skip said, and then they laughed. Both the officers laughed. They said all of it about there, but the first time where they stopped Ghostbusters or whatever you call them, Andy and Skip declined to exactly where the cemetery was. Nothing that had still haven't caught suspects illegal little deer shatters, but they're looking for them still. Oh my god, guys. Really? There's an app for that? Is it not an app for everything? But I digress. I mean, to be honest, guys, ghost hunters, wait a, you can only see them with a flash? Oh man, I know so many people who could say different. I won't even name them. I mean, so many people know about paranormal activities, paranormal. Oh god. I brought this up because I thought it was a good Friday. It's short. You know how I like to do things on Friday, make things short. Short and sweet. But I didn't realize it'd be this hilarious. People thinking that they can capture things with a flashing light. Jeez, you capture things on camera, not a flashing. You're not going to see a ghost if you flash a light over in the corner. God. Take your ghost hunting seriously. Don't get a crappy freaking app. It don't work. Set up cameras. Motion sensitive cameras. That only works for Bigfoot, Dogman. I know that from Vault and Lakea. That only works for them. Ghosts aren't always just in cemeteries, unless you heard stories. Half the time those stories aren't even true. Flashlights don't work on ghosts. It's not a flash of the camera that's getting the picture. It's the camera itself. So please.